limiting beliefs. What are limiting beliefs? How do you figure out what limiting beliefs you have? These are questions that I had when I was first on my healing journey, and I'm learning about what all this stuff is. And while everyone's always like, well, limiting beliefs are things that have been engraved in you from the time you were a child, it took me a long time to understand it. I don't know if it's because I'm autistic or what, but it took me a long time to figure out, well, what does that actually mean? And I figured it out, a while ago, but an example came to my mind the other day, and I wrote it down, and Spirit's like, you need to share this. Because I think there's a lot of people who hear the term limiting beliefs, but don't actually know what it is. So I'm going to give you an example of a limiting belief that I grew up with, okay? I was told my whole entire life I was crazy, okay? And I believed I was crazy. My grandpa always had this saying, it's okay to talk to yourself, but it's not okay to argue back. That means that you're crazy. Now, I have ADHD and I have autism. I didn't know when I was young that I had ADHD and I have autism. I didn't find out I have ADHD until my early 30s. And I just found out I have autism at the beginning of this year, 2025. So I did not know that I had ADHD and autism. So literally my whole entire life, there have been two people inside my head constantly fighting with each other, arguing with each other. And I don't just mean like, no, that's not right. Like back and forth, arguing like, why are you like this? Why can't you just do it this way? You're so frustrating. Like I would frustrate myself all the time, and I would tell myself, oh my gosh, you are so fucking frustrating. Literally, I would fight with myself. So because my grandpa always said, it's okay to talk to yourself, but it's not okay to argue with yourself. That means you're crazy. And then other people around me telling me I'm crazy, I really believed it. I really believed it. That was a thought. That was a belief that was put into me. One, by my grandpa's saying, by what he taught me growing up, and also from my environment, from family and friends telling me that I'm crazy. And that thought that I'm crazy has followed me my whole entire life, has stopped me from doing certain things, has made me believe I don't deserve certain things. That's a limiting belief, because that's a belief that was put into me when I was young to make me believe something about myself was not okay, was not acceptable, was a bad thing. So while, yeah, I've got ADHD and autism and I fucking fight in my head with myself all the time, now that I know I have ADHD and autism, it's not the same. It's not the same. Now that I know why I argue with myself, now that I know why I have contradictory thoughts in my head, now that I know why I'm constantly against myself, or why I was constantly against myself, I'm so much more gracious with myself, because I understand it. Like, I can't control it. This is how I am, and I'm not crazy. God makes no mistakes, okay? God makes no mistakes, and there's a lot of us with ADHD out here. We're not mistakes at all. So that's what a limiting belief is. Maybe to figure it out, you got to go back in your childhood and think about things a little bit. Now, this popped into my head. I don't remember why this popped into my head, actually. I don't remember why. But it popped into my head, and I'm like, oh my gosh. This is a perfect example of how a limiting belief is formed. They're beliefs that are put into us by other people, by our environments, but they're not true. And they keep us from our greatest potential. This thought that I'm crazy has kept me from doing so much in my life. It's kept me from doing so much in my life. No more. No more. We have to stop these limiting beliefs. We have to change these limiting beliefs, because they're not true. They're not true. We have to learn to love ourselves, accept ourselves, be here for ourselves, because our whole entire lives, we were made to believe that we were abominations. There's something wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with us. We're perfect the way that we are. And the way that our brain works, the way that we see things, the way that we perceive the world is a superpower. That's why we've been made to feel like we're alone. That's why we've been pushed down. That's why we've been made to feel like we're freaks and we're weird. Because we have a great purpose. The way we see the world is dangerous to the systems that have been built in it. So keep trucking along, keep working on your healing journey, keep working on loving yourself, because you deserve that self-love. You deserve it. And all those limiting beliefs that play in your head, they have no more room in your being. So evict them bitches, okay?